Hello everyone and welcome to this much anticipated tactics video with me, Paul, otherwise known as Golden FM, and today I'm going to be showing you my West Ham United tactic from my 5th season in charge of the club, where I won the league and the Champions League. So for those of you watching my YouTube series, you know about this tactic. It's done very well this season. For those that don't know about it, maybe go and check out the videos, especially the last few where I successfully won at the Champions League. You may be thinking, oh, you've got amazing world-class players and that should you could play any tactic and they should win. That may be the case, but I've put the tactic up for download on the Steam Workshop, so you can have a look at that, try it out and see if it works for you. I haven't tested it with anyone else, but people were asking me if they could look at my tactic, and here you go. I'm not promising anything. I'm not promising it's going to be a wonderful and win you millions of titles, but I hope it works for you. So I'm going to just run you through the tactic, show you some goals, show you some recent results, and yeah, just show you how and why it has been so effective. We shall start from the back. So in goal, for me, I've got Leali, but he's a sweeper keeper. There's various player instructions and team instructions. It's very similar to my Nottingham Forest tactic for those of you that are following that series as well. I'm going to be doing a video for that as well. It is similar to this, but there are differences in player roles, positions even, of the players, team instructions. So sweeper keeper, that's required because I'm playing attacking fluid, short passing football. I want him to distribute it quickly to the fullbacks and get the ball up the pitch. My wing backs have quite a few player instructions on there, but when you download the tactic you'll see. But yeah, various things on the wing backs, just tinkered with it and it works well. They get forward, get crosses in. Nottingham Forest one, they're pushed further forward, but this one I pushed them a bit further back, just it's a bit more solid at the back. My centre backs, I've got one set as a stopper. He's got Mark Tight, so hold position and pass it shorter on, and then the other one is just a normal central defender, and he's got Mark Tighter as well, and pass it shorter. I want the players at the back to be passing it shorter, most of the team to be passing it shorter, to be honest. I've got a deep line playmaker set on defend, and now he doesn't have to be particularly defensive minded. Acosta's got a really low tackling rating, but he works very well there, despite having the instruction tackle harder, but it works well for him. He's also marking tightly and closing down. Then I've got a Roman playmaker, various instructions there. Yeah, I think I saw a tactic online with Roman playmakers and they put these instructions on, so I gave it a bash and it worked well. I've done the same for this guy as well, but he's playing as a box-to-box midfielder for me. So those player instructions work really well with player. I mean, you could just have two Roman playmakers if you like, but I've got a box-to-box and a Roman playmaker. Those instructions work well for both those positions, player roles. Then I've got two inside forwards. I've chosen for them to shoot less often and roam from position. I don't want them to be shooting from miles out and having far too many shots and missing. So, but Robert still managed to get a huge number of goals, 37 goals this season, despite having shoot less often. Then the main man up front, deep line forward, quite a few instructions there. You need a player that can dribble, is willing to run around, high work rate, close down, to roam from position as well. So Origi is perfect this role because he's versatile. He's a very good striker. Basically, a player that can probably play in on the wings or attacking midfield as well would be useful to have up there. So the main thing really is the team instructions. It just helps this formation extremely well, and this style of play, as you can see, I've got it on attacking and very fluid, but at the same time very short passing. Now I remember years ago people said, oh, you can't have swift, quick, short passing at the same time, but I think on recent FMs you're able to do that. I've got much higher tempo, but at the same time retain possession, shorter passing, pass into space, work ball into box, play out of defence with the short passing here, playing out rather than smashing it. Now, if you're struggling in a game, I do tend to go to more direct. Whipped crosses is also handy with the fullbacks and the wingers whipping it in. Run at defence, got the two inside forwards running, as well as Yuri Tielemans in the Roman playmaker role, charging towards the defence as well. Exploit the middle it works well. I think you probably could exploit the flanks as well. It's up to you really. That's what I have it on. You can play narrow, push higher up. Because you play narrow and then whip it out to the fullbacks quite often, or the inside forwards. The inside forwards do come in. We've got closed down more. A few players are selected to close down, and that works well. Get stuck in. Then the defensive ones, I push higher up and use offside trap. I do sometimes drop deeper depending on the pace of your defenders. Now I've got Belanti who's pretty fast, but if you've got slow defenders, I would drop deeper or just turn that off, because otherwise you're exposed at the back so much, and turn off use offside trap as well. I've got prevent short goalkeeper distribution as well, so I'm closing down, and that works well. Now another key thing is the set pieces, which will be included in this tactic. I'm going to do a separate video on my corners, possibly throw-ins. Throw-ins aren't key in this tactic, they are for my Forest one, so I will do that. But corners, I do sort of short corners to the edge of the box, and that works well. So I might do a video on that at some point if you're interested. But that's my tactic, that's my West Ham tactic. Let's look at the results it's created. As you can see, not many defeats in there. I've lost against Man City, PSG, Everton, Chelsea, Real Madrid. Sort of teams you'd expect to lose against, I guess. But some very good wins in there. We beat Liverpool 5-2 in the Champions League and 4-1 in the semi-final as well. Beat Chesterfield 10-1 in the FA Cup, a result you'd probably expect. As you can see in this game against Liverpool, we did dominate 29 shots. You do get plenty of shots with this tactic. Prevented them taking quite a few shots as well. Sometimes your defence can be a bit leakier, depending on who you're playing at the back and the class of the opposition you're playing against, like with any tactic or game of football. This is a goal, a very good goal, shows the defence passing it short. Origi with a good through ball. So like I said, the striker needs to be a skillful player, a technician on the ball as well as a good finisher, because he's making those through balls, but he's also scoring goals. This is a corner goal, as you can see. This works well. It was to the edge of the box and then stuck in by Origi. So I will show you a corner tactic at some point, although it will be in this tactic anyway when you download it. This is another example of a game where we dominated against a strong team, winning 4-1 against PSG. Let's have a look at Anthony Martial's goal. A couple of his goals maybe. As you can see, the inside forward comes in and then passes it to the striker, and he fires home, which is a good goal. This one's a good example as well. The closing down in midfield, winning the ball, winning possession, and then that swift counter-attack. We've got it on attacking, but it really is very swift. If you've got pacey players in this team, it works very well on the attack, on the counter, when you win the ball in midfield. And like I said, I don't have very good tacklers in midfield, but it works well, just pressurising them. The intense pressure. Your players do get tired with this tactic because you're on attacking, very fluid, and it's closing down a lot. So you need fit players, a big team perhaps. But you can try it out with any team you like. Let me know how it works for you. It may completely flop, and I'm sorry about that, especially because the winter update is now out, and I don't know how effective it will be. It's worked okay for me on the winter update, but that's with this West Ham team, which is very good. But let me know in the comment section below, or tweet me how effective it is for you. If it completely flops, I apologise. Don't blame me. I've literally just told you the tactic I'm using with West Ham, because that's what people requested. A couple of people wanted to know, so here you go. I hope it works for you. I hope it is effective. Perhaps if you are a big team, it really should work. If you're a smaller team, maybe not, but let me know either way. Please leave a like for this video, and if you want me to do more tactics videos in the future, let you know about my tactics and other aspects of the game too. And subscribe if you haven't done so already. See you guys.